Lady Patrol is the president who asked her to go. The president is trying to conceal what happened. What is going on then? Since we began. And you are dealing with fraud. The biggest tool a fraudster has is concealment. And when we came here first, when we met the MD, she mentioned something that was the most important thing I took away. That KNTC was simply implementing a cabinet resolution. I think the president need to talk to us in the cabinet, not the civil servants. The civil servants can easily become sacrificial lambs. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's beginning to look like concealment. This minister knew she had an appointment to appear before this committee. She has got no expertise in climate issues from what I have checked her CV, that she would be somebody the president requires to guide him. So what the president did, if I told you the president who asked her to go, the president is trying to conceal what happened. We are dealing with concealment, and these people are sacrificial now. I don't think we are getting anywhere. That's my opinion.
Members, I still give. Okay. Yes. Anything from the side from Ashmata?
You know, Chair, from the beginning, we said that we wanted to come here to see whether the consignment is here. And actually, that's why we stopped the meeting, so that we can be here. Now, we are here, and yes, the CS is not here, but we have the PS. She has written a letter that we have shared in our official WhatsApp group. So I don't know. I'm confused, Chair. You know, I'm confused, and that's why I had asked earlier if we were to see which warehouse are we going to from this list here. If we were to see, Chair, because of course we cannot go to Mombasa now. Of course we cannot go to Mtwapa. I see some warehouses here. So I think, Chair, what we need to do is to get to know which warehouse. And then from there, we pick it up from there. Otherwise, the way these things are going, we don't know whether the summoning of the CEO by the DCI is a concealment, you know, for her not to appear before us, you know. So we need to know, Chair, you know, and also probably we have the media people. You also need to confirm to us whether they are media people or the, you know, Senate Archives Department, you know, because also we had a meeting with them last time. It was not seen anywhere, Chair. So I think we need to look at this thing in a different eye, Chair. There's a lot that is happening. So we do not want to accuse anybody for things that they have not done. And we do not want to, again, to accuse anybody, not accuse anybody for things that they have done. So, Chair, there is more than meets the eye. But just to answer me, because we do have the acting MD, and I believe when you're the acting MD, you're given the key to the safe to everything, right? So the MD is here, we can say that. So let's just know if we were to see a warehouse, which one from this list?
Chair, okay. Thank you, Chair. And I'm sorry because Senator Chuto interrupted my my point of information, and I was just going through my brief summary on the report regarding the report that was submitted by the Cabinet Secretary, and she was not able to present this document, but this document is with the committee. So I want to raise this issue even before we decide whether to proceed to the warehouses or to postpone this meeting. I've noted discrepancy in both the report by the Cabinet Secretary and what was submitted today on the total receipts of cooking oil that was imported. And with regards to the documents that we had, as per those documents shared by the KNTC on November 21st, 2023, KNTC stated that the importation of products imported were as follows in the following table, and they provided the table 1 and the status report of imported commodities by KNTC. In the first column, there is a fertilizer, there is cooking oil, bracket jerrycans, and what they indicated there as imported quantity was 2,518,584. And today morning, with the documents that we were shared with today this morning by the committee secretariat, the total receipts of that commodity is indicated as in those warehouses as 1,643,760, with a discrepancy of 874,824. So as a committee, we are not sure which document to believe, if it is this document submitted by the cabinet secretary or what was submitted today by the ministry. Again, when you see the total sales, there is also a discrepancy of about 104,227, which we need to be clear as a committee, and we need to know which is the total amount imported. And I don't know if this question will be answered now or in another setting. Thank you, Chair.
So those are the issues, peers, that are coming, and that is why I indulge the senators before even we start thinking of even rescheduling this meeting. Why don't we put up our questions? If they are not able to answer our question, then we will get a chance to say yes, let's reschedule this meeting because there is nobody who is answering these questions. So, PS, you are the head of this delegation from the office of the PS. What about that discrepancy?
Chair, I don't want to overrule you, but if we get into discussions, these are the discussions we can have at our boardroom at the Senate. We came here to see. So, can we get to know which warehouse first? And then from there, I'm also chairing another committee that I'll find a governor 500,000, so I have to be there. I don't want to be fined. So, kindly let's know. Those are deliberations that we can do, and not to say that the senator is not asking good questions. They're very good questions. But we are here to see those yellow, white jerrycans or whatever they are. So if we were to see which one, then from there we ask ourselves, are we seeing or are we not seeing?
So can we agree, members, that
get that answer first, Chair, then which warehouse? If we can have the chairman, the MD, which warehouse are we seeing, then we start discussing.
As they agree on where to go, can we agree, members, to first see the warehouses, jerrycans, then we schedule our questions and our discussion when we have the right people to answer this committee.
Chair, we have not agreed to see or not to see. But the question is, if we were to see, which one? So that's what I want to hear, and then we agree to see or not to see. Yes.
Back to the PS.
Honorable Chair, honorable members, my suggestion is that honorable senators can view all the godowns in Nairobi, and there are several of them, with various stock prices as indicated by management. So there's a KNTC warehouse in this premise and several other ones across the city. So I believe the management can provide us with the list and locations and allow Senate to proceed to view as many as you want to view.
So in this locality, we can only see one.
Only one or two. KMTC, which one?
Just
No, no, not in Nairobi. Here, where we are. Without
where we are right now. So which one are we seeing? Like
this
Yeah.
one, 79,000. Actually, they have been sold, all of them. So there's nothing.
Well, even if that may be the case, it may also be good to see that.
Empty.
Yes, because that also is information that is important. I think we have the kind commission
Okay,
chair.
no problem.
We have the one of the deputies for the procurement for the warehouse management. I believe that's you, right there. Could you tell us, with the kind permission of chair,
Yes,
could you
yeah.
kindly tell us your name and kindly provide us with further information as to where we can look at? My suggestion would be, let us know what is here, but also give honorable senators clear information as to what they can reasonably view today so that they can make the best of this visit.
Good morning. My name is Evelyn Kememia. Deputizing the head of supply chain. So in Nairobi, we can see KNTC head office. There's godown number 12. There's KTDHI. There's Wall Street, the godowns Wall Street. NFT Autopods. BPAC. And Stanstar.
Chair, through the chair, just a clarification. These go downs she's talking about, they deal with oil or they also deal with other things like fertilizer and the rest?
Oil.
So what we have here is the go downs which are supposed to hold oil.
Yes.
Chair, just to help her and through you, Chair, I think I would suggest that you were to see go down or a warehouse, we see the one that has oil.
Yes.
Because if you were to go to the one that is here, according to their document, it has only 446 jerrycans. So you can imagine how it is reported. We went, we saw nothing, Nobody will explain it was oil, yet it is written here. So the best thing, first of all, let's see where you have not even sold anything. Okay, Chair? Because it can be misreported.
That is not. Mheshimiwa Chuta?
Yes, Chair. To be fair to the acting MD, I think he needs a few days to exactly know what is where and what is happening. I am told that there are some oil, rice at the port, not cleared yet. He needs to know all those things so that he can come with a comprehensive answer. Let us give these people some time. There is even 3 days, Chair. I'm just requesting so that let him converse with himself with what is happening in this place. This place is rotten. This place this country have lost millions, not millions, but billions of money. Please don't overload the acting MD with something he's not aware of. Let him take some time, study what is going on, what has happened, so that he can come up with a good answer. I'm just requesting, Chair, please.
Chair, just supporting that, to the fact that the CEO was appointed yesterday, really, as we are saying, we really don't expect much from him. Number two, I think I've also heard that even the chairman of the board just reported back last week. So all this importation, actually, they are not aware and they don't know what is happening. So all what we are going to be told is what they've been given by the people who drive this process. They are not sure. They've not inspected. They don't know. And I think if I'm not wrong, even the CS herself said that she has not inspected those go downs. So I don't think chairman actually will get an answer for Kenyans if we go this way.
Okay. What do you have,
Chair, can you kindly ask the acting MD if he's comfortable to answer this question now? Because I'm trying to help him and he's just keeping quiet.
No, Chair, before he answers, I believe there is no vacuum. Things continues, if we give him time, then they are going to appoint another acting. and another active, and another active. So we will never conclude this issue. Let the MD bite the bullet. He's the MD. If he's not comfortable, he gets off to that position, and we get somebody who can be able to answer to this committee chair. We have the PS here, chair. So, and our issue was to see the jerry cans. Okay? It was not even to discuss how many, because even when we go to that warehouse, we can only estimate. Otherwise, chair, you'll be locked in there to count 163,000 jerry cans. So we are just going there to estimate and say, okay, they are here. Then we are able to come back and discuss issues of at least we saw something, chair. So I don't agree with Senator Chute, who is the person who requested this statement. Senator Chute, when it comes here, I think we should expedite and give you the answer that you are looking for. But if you agree with the MD, we might take long to give you the answers as a committee.
And again, members, you remember very well that this was also another, the initiative, there was also a request from the committee that we undertake these issues as a committee to get to understand the same problems with the audible oil. It was one of the statements that you've given to the CS by then former CS Moses Kuria, that we wanted to know more about the details of the cooking oil, the audible oil, rice, fertilizer, sugar that has been imported. And this has been also another issue of the committee, and it is in our minutes. So as much as we also have the Honorable Chute question or statement, but I think it was one of the agendas of this committee to follow up on the issues of rice, fertilizer, and other things that are bringing out cost of living high. So I think it is true that we need more answers, more responses, more than what we are seeing now. So my request is we just agree, we go see this oil. You remember, Mheshimiwa Dangwa, you told the CS in our previous meeting, do we even have that oil? We want to know if that oil is there or just figures. We want to see the jerry cans. We want to see the jerry cans with oil. Then thereafter, we will now sit down with a committee when the CS is there and his team to ask these questions together. So, and from what I am seeing, members, I don't see anybody will answer these questions as we are pushing, as Mheshimiwa Chute is putting. Maybe what I'm thinking, I think, or I request for you to give an okay, is that we want to visit the go-downs or warehouses, see the audible oil. Then thereafter we schedule a meeting which will have a conversation with the state. Is that okay, members? So
Yeah, we agree. But Chair, there is a lot of issues that we need to know as a committee, because it can't just be coincidence that the time we come here, nobody is available for us. The next meeting, the next time we schedule a meeting, the CS is not with us, and all of the management of KNTC is not with us. So we will keep on postponing our meetings. We don't know what is happening between the ministry and the KNTC. So, Chair, I agree what you say. We can proceed to see, and we will schedule another meeting where we will give feedback on the report that was given by the CS. So, and we have other engagements also, Chair. So let's not waste a lot of time here. If we agree to proceed, then we can let's now proceed. If we agree to adjourn our meeting, then we make that decision. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, as I conclude my final remarks, yes, I agree with you on the issue of, yes, we can have another time to see the go down or to have a sitting to have our questions answered. But Chair, since we are not getting these answers, can we start bottom up? We summon the suppliers. When we summon the suppliers to this committee, they'll be able to come with document of what they supplied, how much they were paid, so that now we also help the department. Because there are not many, I think there are about 5 suppliers. And since they can show us the document of, the importation, how much the bank paid them, we'll be able now to get to the bottom of this matter, Chair. So since we are not getting the information here, our mantra is bottom up. Let's start from bottom, then we are going up. Thank you, Chair.
I also support Senator Tangwa.
Chair, I also support that. And since it is in our mandate, legal mandate to do it, why don't we start it there?
Okay. Mheshimiwa Daktari, you're also on support on the same.
Yeah, let's call all those suppliers. We see what they will provide.
Okay. Then is there need then of the products? And it's a good idea. It's a brilliant idea. I also support the same. That you can see now, PS, the dilemma we are. We can see you are not in the position to answer these questions. The CS was not also able, she is also equally new in this position. And she wasn't in the position to answer our question while we were in Mbunge the other time. And the question was, are you aware of what is there in those godowns? She has not also visited. The chairman has just arrived the other day after a very long court battle. The new CEO is equally new, even doesn't know even who is the supply chain officer. So maybe the entire management, top management of KNTC is not here. So I think what we are going to do, the reason why we are saying we're scheduling this meeting again is because we are not just joking. You can see a person like Omutata has already left because you can see he's just wasting his time. You see? So I think we really need a lot of time with you, and we need some seriousness as a department, so that when we are sitting here, we are talking something that is such, because we are here on behalf of the common Monenji. We want to know what has inspired here and what you've been doing. So I think board chair, directors, PS, I think you need to convene a very emergency meeting and discuss these issues. Try to install people immediately who will take charge from the management. If these ones are not available, let them stand for the institution so that we don't see this institution collapsing, because we have already seen something that is happening here. Nevertheless, I think for the media, I believe that
information.
Yes, the point of information,
It has already collapsed. It's not collapsing.
No, you don't have. You need to. You don't need to say that. These are very serious issues. We need to see what is happening. So I think we need to adjourn this meeting to a later date, which will communicate with the ministry. But I think for the secretariat, you need to take that directive that we need to start with the suppliers.
On the suppliers invitation,
just a minute.
One important issue.
Okay.
On the suppliers invitation, can we also include, because nothing will stop us from calling the former CS, can we also include the former CS to come before us? And
maybe later when we got the information and we'll see the direction where we are going.
More radio, 88.2 FM. We are in charge.